after getting my free trial of Paramount Plus and watching Rumble yesterday, I decided, you know what? I'm going to watch the other original movie they put out earlier this year, Infinite. And honestly, this movie's pretty enjoyable, as long as you don't think too hard about it. So, for one, the plot doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and some of the acting is very over the top, especially from Toby Jones, though small his role may be, and the action sequences defy the laws of physics. The moment Mark Wahlberg jumps off a cliff on a motorcycle, then lands perfectly onto the wing of a moving plane, then breaks the plane's window, and then has a mid-air sword fight against a man with a rifle, was the moment I just accepted the stupidity and had fun with it. I'm like, okay, I could facepalm about how bad this is, or I could just kind of laugh at it and kind of smile with it and have fun with it. And I just have fun with it. I had fun with it. The plot is a little over-explained. It's kind of trying to be like The Matrix or Christopher Nolan movies where it's like, hey, if we over-explain stuff, the audience will think they're smart. We're trying to be smarter than we actually are. Even though the movie does not make a lot of sense. But like I said, I still have fun with it. Mark Wahlberg was clearly trying to be Tom Cruise in this movie. It kind of feels like it was written for Tom Cruise. And then for some reason or another, they couldn't get him. And so they're like, well, we'll get Mark Wahlberg. So it really feels like a movie that was written for Tom Cruise. But the film is not hindered any less for it. Now, I do feel sorry for how they did Dylan O'Brien dirty. When I heard that this was going to have Mark Wahlberg and Dylan O'Brien, I thought, oh, this is going to be like a buddy cop movie or they're going to team up. But no, Dylan O'Brien is barely in it, which is a shame because he was absolutely fantastic in Love and Monsters. So I was hoping to see more of him. But they give him almost nothing to do. Like, you could have replaced him with anybody. Literally anybody. Even just some random nameless Joe off the street. And it wouldn't have changed the film at all. The fact that it's played by Dylan O'Brien does not do anything to affect the movie either way. But if you like Mission Impossible and films that are trying to imitate Christopher Nolan, you'll enjoy it. Just don't think about the plot too hard. Check your brain at the door before you watch it. Overall, I would say Infinite, for me, gets a B, an 8 out of 10, and a 4 out of 5 stars.